Shin Megami Tensei is a franchise spanning over 25 years, with multiple spin-offs, and a fifth game that never seems to want to release. One of the most important things to note about Shin Megami Tensei that the game is centered around demons, or personas if you're from the Velvet Room. And because of that, it contains quite a large amount of demons. These demons mostly originate around various forms of folklore, religion, or mythology. However, there are very few demons that do not fall under this category. This is Resident Unleashed, and I am here today to present you all with 15 Shin Megami Tensei demons with peculiar origins. Imagine your name being a fusion of battalion and grandmother. Well, that's the way it is for the demon or Batarion. This lovely demon first appeared in Shin Megami Tensei and then again in Giten Megami Tensei Tokyo Mokushiroku. Her design and name originate from the 1986 film The Return of the Living Dead, which was titled Battalion in Japan. This movie featured beautiful women turning into hideous undead monsters, which matches the in-game description reading Origin, Tokyo. Middle-aged housewives turned into zombies. Even after death, their shameless actions remain the same. In fact, becoming zombies has made them act even more truly to their desires. The latest mech used to monitor your every waking move. It'll steal your secrets and your life. The demon is the Bitball, with its first appearance being in Shin Megami Tensei and then made an appearance again in Giten Megami Tensei Tokyo Mokushiroku, but has not appeared in any games since. This demon was supposedly inspired by the spherical droid from the Star Wars franchise. The general appearance of both of these units and the red eye are shared between the two. This demon just has weird written all over it though. It was manufactured, but is it demon? Let's just move on to the next one. A dog who was promised a woman's hand, but in the end was truly promised death. Yatsufusa is a demon which made its first appearance in Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner, and was conceptualized from the Japanese novel Nanso Satomi Hakenden. In the novel, Lord Satomi jokingly promises his daughter Fusehime's hand in marriage to a dog, Yatsufusa, if the animal can defeat his enemy, Lord Anzai. To his surprise, Yatsufusa returns with Lord Anzai's head. Lord Satomi does not wish to fulfill his promise to Yatsufusa, but Fusehime leaves with the dog anyway. The end of the story has both Fusehime and Yatsufusa shot dead, with Fusehime's 8 beads flying away in the wind. The story is reflected in the compendium entry for Yatsufusa in Persona 4. This reads, 7 days after its birth, a wolf killed its mother. Yoshizane Satomi later promised his daughter's hand if it could defeat his enemy, but after Yatsufusa's successes, Yoshizane's retainer shot it dead. An incomplete abomination caused by improper fusion of demons. That's the reality for the slime and its close relative, Black Ooze. Slime being the older brother of the two, hailing from Megami Tensei, while Black Ooze debuted in Shin Megami Tensei. These two creatures have become a staple of the series, appearing in most of the games. They are both based off the ooze-type creature from the popular fantasy role-playing game Dungeons & Dragons. This category of D&D creature includes such monsters as slimes, jellies, deadly puddings, and similar mindless amorphous blobs. This one really doesn't need much explaining. The Orc is a demon first appearing in Megami Tensei and has moderate reoccurrences throughout the series. While there is evidence of the term Orc being used in Old English, the modern Orcs originate from J.R.R. Tolkien's writings, which is what our little demon friend stems from. Interestingly enough, however, they are depicted as underlings to the Roman chthonic god Orcus in the games, thus having pig heads with their ferocious bodies. It's 1981, and a film is released with a man's head exploding. This demon is rightfully named after the film's scanners, with its name being, yep, you guessed it, Scanner. Scanner has had an appearance in Shin Megami Tensei, but unfortunately not anything since. The 1981 film depicts scanners as a class of rare humans with powers of telepathy and telekinesis. The similarity can be drawn between the two by the scanner's in-game description, Origin Tokyo. Very powerful psychics who use psychokinesis. Their brains were tampered with to unlock their special abilities. This left them emotionally unbalanced and with ruined personalities. I want you to do just one more thing for me. Would you die for me, please? This is the beautiful request of the ever-curious demon Alice, who had her first major appearance in Shin Megami Tensei 2. If one of her attacks titled Mad Tea Party didn't give it away, the demon Alice takes heavy inspiration from Lewis Carroll's character Alice from the classic novel Alice in Wonderland. As well as her attacks drawing inspiration from the novel, she also shares physical similarities with the character, which are most notably her blue dress and blonde hair. He who is only in Shin Megami Tensei 4, Koga Saburo, is a boss who has no mercy upon those who bargain away their pride and sorrow. Koga Saburo is the main character from the classic Japanese fantasy Suwa Ingi. He was lost in the underworld, which turned his body into a snake. After his return to the ground, he was worshipped as the patron god of Suwa. It's late 1888. We're a female resident of London, and you have to be cautious of this guy. Jack Ripper, or sometimes referred to as Jack the Ripper, is rightfully based off the serial murderer of 19th century England, Jack the Ripper. This cold-blooded killer would typically prey upon female prostitutes in the area, cutting their throats and mutilating their abdomen. Jack Ripper first debuted in Shin Megami Tensei 2 and has appeared in many games since. A mystery surrounding him formed within the game. Is it the real Ripper, or just a demon conjured up by the image of the murderer? First appearing in Shin Megami Tensei 2, Nanja is a surrealist French novel from 1928, named after a major character, a mad woman who the book's narrator takes interest in. Over the course of the novel, he deals with his perception of her. That's basically it. Next! Who'd kill for dreadlocks like these? Maybe not. They seem kinda, heavy. Well, the demon Grendel has been handling them since Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey, and has been absolutely rocking the look ever since. Grendel is actually one of the three antagonists from the Anglo-Saxon epic poem Beowulf. This is evident in the compendium entry for Grendel from Strange Journey. It reads, the monster who appeared in the poem Beowulf. He raided the hall of Hrothgar, king of Denmark, for 12 years, until the Swedish hero Beowulf ripped his arm off. The next day, Beowulf found Grendel in his lair below the lake and beheaded him. A giant amoeba-like alien goes demon in Megami Tensei, and many more entries following. That's right, folks, it's the Blob! This infamous jelly-like monster takes its name and behavior from the quintessential 1958 sci-fi horror film, The Blob. The relation between the creature and the demon can be drawn from a compendium entry from Shin Megami Tensei Imagine, which reads, an amorphous monster. Its body is a puddle of bubbly red liquid that grows larger and larger as it swallows people. It is weak against cold, but its frightening regenerative powers allow it to reform itself even if it's frozen and shattered. This one doesn't have much to be said about it. However, the demon Hellbiker, who first rode the streets in Shin Megami Tensei 2, is based off the American biker gang Hell's Angels. This is evident in the demon's Japanese name literally being called Hell's Angel. Are you ready? She would utter those words as you travelled through the perilous adventure as the Demi-Fiend. Who is it, you ask? Why, it is none other than Titania, who flew into the scene in Shin Megami Tensei 2. She appeared as Oberon's wife in the Shakespeare play A Midsummer Night's Dream. It is stated in Shin Megami Tensei Imagine, the Queen of the Fairies, a character in Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. The name Titania is thought to be derived from the Roman goddess Diana. It may also mean Daughter of Earth, or Daughter of the Titans. Delicate and stunningly beautiful, Titania resides in the Kingdom of Fairyland, where she rules over the moonlit fairy forest. What do I have up my sleeves for the last one? Well, I reckon it's a good one. A demon who first faced the world in Gitten Megami Tensei, Tokyo Mokushiroku. The Night Stalker is a demon named after the nickname for an American serial killer, Richard Ramirez. Ramirez would identify himself as a Satanist and use this to fuel his crime spree dating from 1984 to 1985. The relationship between the demon and Ramirez's beliefs can be drawn through this compendium entry from Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse, where it reads, "Demon worshippers who work in the shadows of society. They live a life of crime and sacrifice their victims to the demons they pledged their allegiance to. Many of their victims are children. By killing the one God loves, they believe they are pleasing the demons who hate God." Well, there you have it. This was 15 demons from Shin Megami Tensei that have peculiar origins, unlike the vast majority of the series that is mostly based off folklore, religion, or mythology. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the facts about the demons in this list. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed my content, and also let me know some of your favorite origin stories of the demons down below. See you next time.